The conversation between Mark Manson and the host delves into the complexities of moral philosophy, particularly focusing on the concept of the categorical imperative by Kant. They discuss how moral philosophy can present challenging scenarios that are difficult to navigate, especially in a world where traditional values and beliefs may no longer hold the same weight. The conversation touches on the idea that different philosophical schools of thought offer partial truths, and that perhaps a balance of various moral philosophies is necessary in navigating ethical dilemmas. Manson shares a pet theory that most major moral philosophical schools are partially true, and that individuals may need to balance different moral impulses in their decision-making. They discuss the importance of acknowledging human fallibility and the messy nature of life when it comes to moral decision-making. The conversation also touches on the practicality of moral philosophy and how it can sometimes veer into impractical theoretical questions rather than addressing real-world moral issues. The conversation also delves into the idea of squaring different philosophical ideas, such as the 48 laws of power, with personal values and beliefs. They discuss how individuals may need to navigate conflicting ideologies and find their own moral compass in a world where traditional moral frameworks may no longer hold sway. They explore the concept of existentialism and how it offers a way out of nihilism by emphasizing the importance of creating meaning for oneself in a seemingly meaningless world. Manson shares that existentialism encourages individuals to define their own values and purpose in life, even in the face of uncertainty and existential dread. The conversation also touches on the historical context of moral philosophy, referencing ancient philosophers like the Stoics and how their teachings can offer guidance in navigating modern ethical dilemmas. They discuss the importance of finding meaning and purpose in a world where traditional moral frameworks may no longer provide clear answers. Manson shares a story about Thomas Clarkson, who played a significant role in abolishing slavery by convening a meeting and building an international coalition. He emphasizes the importance of personal integrity and the idea of justice as a form of human progress. Manson highlights the practical aspect of justice and how it involves making tactical decisions to bring about positive change in society. The conversation shifts to the implementation of correct ideas, with Manson mentioning the importance of understanding the trade-offs and compromises involved in politics. He talks about the necessity of a certain level of corruption to get things done, and how transparency can hinder political progress by forcing politicians to stay on message and avoid necessary discussions. The discussion touches on the complexity of moral decision-making and the challenges of navigating contradictions and paradoxes in life. Manson references historical figures like Lincoln and Kennedy, who had to make difficult choices in the face of moral dilemmas. He explores the idea that inaction can also have consequences, and that there is no such thing as not acting when you are part of an empire. The conversation delves into the role of virtue in decision-making, with Manson highlighting the need to balance moral principles with practical considerations. He discusses the example of Pompey and Caesar, where a refusal to make a compromise led to unintended consequences. Manson reflects on the limitations of rationality and the dangers of falling into conspiracy theories and contrarianism. Manson also touches on the influence of online platforms like Twitter in shaping public discourse and the temptation to cater to conspiracy theory audiences for views and engagement. He discusses the allure of conspiracy theories for content creators and the importance of critically evaluating information before accepting it as truth. The conversation delves into the concept of audience capture, where individuals in the public eye may compromise their beliefs or values in order to cater to their audience or financial interests. Manson and the host reflect on the pressure to conform to popular opinions or trends in order to maintain or grow their following, and the importance of staying true to oneself even when it may not be the most financially rewarding path. They discuss the pitfalls of ego and fame, noting how success can sometimes lead to a loss of perspective and a disconnect from one's core values. Manson shares his personal approach to staying grounded, which includes living a normal life away from major cities and focusing on activities like reading and writing that keep him connected to his true passions. The conversation also touches on the challenges of podcasting, where the ease of the medium can sometimes lead to a lack of depth or substance in content. Manson and the host emphasize the importance of maintaining a balance between financial success and creative integrity, and the need to resist the temptation to prioritize profit over personal values. They discuss the complexities of making ethical decisions in a world where gray areas abound, and the importance of staying true to one's principles even when faced with difficult choices. Manson shares his philosophy of only engaging in activities that bring him joy and excitement, and the host reflects on the ongoing challenge of navigating the gray areas of life and business.